Hi, it's me, Vamp. And not too long ago, I just got done watching Devstream 122. So this is the recap of the first Devstream of 2019. And surprisingly, we got a lot of information. We even got a roadmap, believe it or not. So I'll be trying, there's some assets as you can see on screen that I want to show you guys in potential correlation with this roadmap. Now this isn't this but this picture is from potentially after TennoCon. That's what the roadmap is split into, before TennoCon, after TennoCon. So I'll try my best to remember to tell you guys about that. But before we go into this image and other stuff, I want to say that they announced the the date of TennoCon, July 6th, 2019, of course. And they also announced that Nintendo Switch Warframe fixes are coming soon, because as you guys should know, Warframe is on the Nintendo Switch now, and they're about to get Fortuna Part 1 soon-ish. Sheldon said they're looking to submit to CERT as early as next week, so that's actually very cool with that. That is very good for Nintendo. TennoGen round 14 is coming to all consoles soon. You know, PS4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch. And round 15 TennoGen is coming to PC soon. So that is very good there. Now, before we get into the roadmap, let's mention some things that the audience wants. That you guys, the player, that we, the fan base, have said we wanted. Okay, Arcwing rework. It looks like that's all but confirmed. Actually, that's confirmed already. Rework in general, like Warframe reworks, that's not confirmed. Prime trailers, again, not confirmed. Raid back, they're actually looking into getting a version of Raids back. May not be exactly how it was before. Kingpin system people want, and lore has been confirmed. You will see in the future. Okay, so I guess I should start out about this picture, since I put it up first for a reason, which is that they're planning on reworking the player experience. And this is, there wasn't much context about this image except for the fact that you see it has the 3 starter frames there. So this gives me Destiny 1 vibes, if I'm being honest. I know I said the forbidden game in correlation with that Warframe, but yeah, that gives me odd vibes. I don't know how to feel about this image. It looks awesome, yeah, at the same time, I don't know what it's going to be. Is it going to be like a dramatic cutscene where you choose your own adventure based on what frame, and who is that hooded person? Is that the Lotus? Is that Markiel? Is that so many questions? So many questions. But we're gonna leave that there with the fact that they're working on, better new player experience, not just with the beginning of the game, but also tutorials and whatnot. Which I hope that the way to replay the beginning of the game, or else I might have to make a new account just so I can experience the beginning of the game from the get-go. Let's see what happens. This is way down the line. Like I said, this was for part 2 of the roadmap, after TennoCon, potentially. Okay, so now let's get into this. This is the new Warframe concept. Okay, the first item, believe it or not, in the roadmap was that 3 Warframes are coming soon. But they already have 2 of them that they're seemingly actively working on. We don't know much about the Warframe in the kind of mask hand thing, except for me, it looks like an alien from Ben 10. But yeah, anyway, but we do know a bit about the Warframe on the right, the one in the purple green alien kind of get up. Um, we do know that she's going to be a shield based Warframe. And apparently she's going to use shield instead of energy to use her powers, which I feel like that's an interesting concept. And she has her own gun. It's like this big, I don't know if you know Overwatch at all, but it looks similar to Zarya's gun as far as how big it is. I believe it is an channeled gun. So yeah, this will actually be one of the parts that Warframe had materialized something that big, a gun that big. It's a pretty big gun. I actually wish I could show you guys, but we don't have an asset for the gun exactly. But there was a lot advertised, so we need to get going here. Okay, next we'll talk about the gas city. Okay, so this is somewhat what they have of the gas city, but they're not done yet with the gas city because they want to add some sort of event type structure to it. And speaking of events, it's going to be apparently a Deck 12 Valis event. It's going to be a new game mode, new reward structures. Let's see. Apparently, there's also. I'm looking through all my assets here so I can see what I can show you guys. What is this? We'll see. Okay. The Wolf of Saturn. These are just placeholder rewards, mind you. But the thing about this is they're planning to add daily and weekly challenges and changing the alerts entirely because they think the alerts have become too, just, go AFK, make a sandwich, come back, and you'll have your reward type thing. So that's what they're looking into. Which I'll be honest, I like this idea. I want to see how it works out. They also mentioned changing the reward structure up a bit, which I am definitely interested. They also, let's see, the new war, of course, that's on the docket before TennoCon, oddly enough. So the new war is on the docket in the roadmap before TennoCon. I know you guys thought it would be something that they would be teasing for the whole year. But apparently they have other stuff to tease at TennoCon, which I can actually show you a concept. No, I mean, okay, this is the new war concept right here. Let me go ahead and hide this. Okay, so this is the new war concept, this right here. So yeah, take that as you will. Now that's because that's supposed to be a sentient concept. Okay, this is another concept. This is a concept for after TinnerCon. It's actually first on the roadmap for after TinnerCon. So, what? Okay, so let me explain a little bit. They mentioned that this is part of their Plains of Doverai, Dove-ira, whatever, however you pronounce it. New frames, new tile sets. That's what they mentioned. Yeah, not new frames, new faction. Sorry, new faction, new tile set. That's what they mentioned. And let's show Railjack, since that's on the docket for Railjack. The Warframe Imperium, aka Railjack. They plan on making it bigger than what we thought it was initially. Basically, what they want to do is they want to make it a quote new way to play Warframe altogether. Like, not just some one-time event, not just hovering over Vala's orb. They want to make it a big, event type thing. Not just event, but overall. Just like, how the Plains of Eidolon and Old Valas, they're the open world new things. Apparently, they want to make, this whole Railjack a bigger thing, a new way to play Warframe, as they put it. Now, I also want to talk about trades for a bit. They were kind of all over the place toward the end. But yeah, here we go. The trade system, they are adding another slot as well as making it easier for you to go through. Again, these are just placeholder items, but yeah, they're looking at possibly making it easier to go through. So that, and then there's the clan tax and the trade tax, so you can see the difference, so you're not getting gypped by a clan, which is actually very cool. Let me hide most of these real quick because we have another asset to show you guys. Okay, here we go. Arcglaive. Yeah, this is an arcglaive. They're actually going to be doing some testing and seeing if it can be thrown. Since it's a glaive and all, which would actually be pretty cool. And I don't have assets for the last few things, but I actually would like to mention them, which is that, let's see, of course, the plane. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but yeah. Arc ribbon. Yes, they're planning to make arc ribbons a reward for arbitrations or elite alerts, as I call them. So, it's completely optional. People who want to pick up the arc ribbon can. People who don't want to don't have to. Now, I'm curious if the arc ribbon would just be for like melee arc melees and primaries, or the Archwing itself, which I don't think it will be for the Archwing itself, but hey, who knows? Who knows? Okay, and Companion Blueprint Ribbon. They're thinking about adding Companion Blueprints in the same factor, in the Elite Alerts reward pool thing. So, if you want a Companion Ribbon, you can put your regular ribbon in the blueprint to make it. They're still thinking about that, hashing out the details. People are very mixed response on that, which I can understand from a market point of view. It already kind of messed up the market when they took them away entirely, and then the whole people, who have them thought they will have the only one, and then there's people who spent like thousands of plat for them can just make them like they were nothing to begin with. But yeah, and I guess that there's some after little stuff I want to mention, like reward augmentation for certain events, power rewards for certain events. Don't know what that means. I'm interested to find out. And I guess we'll end on this note. It's an odd note to end on, but I'm going to end on it anyway. They are in the this wasn't in the roadmap per se, more of a side note that they're doing. This year, Warframe is dropping support for DirectX 9 as well as 32-bit Warframe. So I want to make sure you guys know that it shouldn't affect console tenor, but for your PC tenor, they are dropping support on 32-bit Warframe and DirectX 9. So I thought I'd mention that, and before I end this video, let's leave off with this again. I mean, this is pretty cool, right? I mean, that hair in the image actually says, it's a sentient concept thingy. So is that loaded its mother? We don't know. Ooh, I said too much. Spoilers. Okay, well, everyone, thank you for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Later.